Pall Mall Famous Cigarettes present The Big Story.
Say, Idaho.
Yeah, kid?
My back feels broken riding on the floor of this empty boxcar.
You'll get used to it, kid. You'll get used to it.
Oh, no, not me. Maybe you're going to go on being a hobo all your life, but not me.
Huh?
I got big ideas.
What kind of big ideas?
I'm going to be a big shot someday, Idaho.
Big shot?
Yeah. When I do, I'm going to ride the cushions in a Pullman car. First class.
The Big Story. Another in a thrilling series based on true experiences of newspaper reporters. Tonight, to Russ Wilson of the Des Moines Tribune goes the Pall Mall Award for The Big Story. Four notes that are alike, and one that is outstanding. And of America's leading cigarettes, one is outstanding. The longer, finer cigarette in the distinguished red package, Pall Mall.
Ladies and gentlemen, have you noticed how many of your friends have changed to Pall Mall? There's a reason. Pall Mall Famous Cigarettes.
Good to look at.
Good to feel.
Good to taste.
And good to smoke.
Yes, Pall Malls are good to look at, good to feel, good to taste, and good to smoke. For Pall Mall's greater length of traditionally fine, mellow tobaccos filters the smoke of this longer, finer cigarette. Gives you that smoothness, mildness, and satisfaction no other cigarette offers you.
Four notes that are alike, and one that is outstanding. And of America's leading cigarettes, one is outstanding.
Pall Mall Famous Cigarettes. Outstanding.
And they are mild.
Now the exciting and authentic story of the case of the ambitious hobo.
You are Russ Wilson, and right now you hang your hat in the city room of a California newspaper. But actually, you're from out where the tall corn grows, in Iowa. For years, you worked for the Des Moines Tribune as a crime reporter, and it was with the Tribune that you finally nailed down your big story. It really began some 250 miles south of Des Moines, in a little home in Kansas City.
Freddie, you listen to me. Don't leave home again. Stay here.
Sorry, Mom, but I'm through hanging around the house being a burden to you.
The last time you left home, you were gone 2 years. I never even knew where you were or what you did. I worry about you, son. You're only a boy.
That's the trouble. That's what everybody thinks. Everyone around here still calls me Babyface. Babyface Freddie Bell. But I'm no kid anymore, see? Even if I look it. I'm 21. And I can't just sit around here and watch you work to support me.
Son, if you stay home, there are plenty of jobs.
Not my kind of jobs. I want to be rich, famous. I want to own a big car, a big house, have 10 suits of clothes. I want to make sure you never have to work again, Mom. I want people to turn around and look at me when I walk down the street and hear them say, "There goes Freddie Bell, the big shot."
I wish your father was alive. I wish he was here to advise you. I don't know what to do. I can only say I think you're making a terrible mistake.
Oh, no, I'm not. It's like in those stories you used to read me when I was a kid. I've got to go out and seek my fortune. You wouldn't stand in my way, would you, Mom?
No, son. If that's what you want, I won't try to stop.
Oh, now you're talking. Mom, I hate to ask you this, but I'm going to need some money to get started on my trip. How about that $20 you got saved up for that washing machine you were going to buy? Oh, I know. It's all you have, and I feel like a heel asking you for it, honest, but...
You don't have to ask me for it, Freddie. It's yours.
It'll be daylight in an hour, Idaho. When's this here freight train get to Des Moines?
This is a highball freight, kid. She's been hitting the high iron ever since we jumped aboard at Kansas City. You're in the outskirts of Des Moines now. We've played in luck.
Why, Idaho?
Brakeman hasn't been around to bother us the whole trip. Once we hit the yard, she'll slow down. We'll drop off this boxcar.
And after that?
After that, I'll take you to the Hobo jungle and introduce you to some of the other bulls riding this territory.
Well, it can't come too soon for me. My back's broken riding on this boxcar floor. Someday when I get rich, Idaho, I'm gonna ride the cushions on the Pullman cars. First class.
Still think you're gonna be a big shot, huh, kid?
I got my mind set on it.
Yeah, and stay away from the road. Don't go getting cinders in your blood, train whistles ringing in your ears like I did. It ain't the life for a kid like you.
You expect to be a bum all your life, Idaho?
Not a bum, kid. A hobo.
What's the difference?
Plenty. Bum's a tramp. He won't work. He'll steal. Hobo's different. He'll work if he has to. And he's got respect for the law. Hey, kid.
Yeah?
Trouble coming up. The brakeman's coming.
Where?
He's on the catwalk 2 cars ahead. Get away from the door, kid. The brakeman will be on the roof of this boxcar in a minute.
Oh, what of it?
If he sees us, he'll throw us off this train.
Oh, no, he won't, Idaho.
He won't.
You heard me.
What do you mean, kid?
I mean this, Idaho.
Where'd you get that knife?
KC. A Bowie knife, they call it. And if that breaky sticks his head through this car door, I'll cut it off for him.
Kid, wait a minute. What's come over you? Put that knife away.
Oh, shut up, Idaho. I'll take care of this.
You shut up. The breaky's on the roof of this car now.
If he looks in, I'll shove this knife right through him. Oh. He's gone.
Yeah. He's gone, kid. Now you're gone.
Hey, Idaho, what's the idea? What do you think you're doing with that iron bar?
Get off this train, kid.
Well, wait a minute, Idaho.
You had me fooled with that baby face of yours. Now I know what kind of a big shot you want to be. You want to be a big shot like Dillinger or Legs Diamond.
Yeah, what of it?
You're a killer, kid. I don't want to be traveling around with a killer. We part company here and now. Get off this freight, kid.
Why, I'll let you have this knife
You
right through
try
you.
anything, kid, and you'll get this iron bar right across your face. Go on, jump.
Okay, Idaho. I'll jump. But I'll be seeing you. Hey, mister. Give me a lift.
Maybe. Let me get a good look at you first. Don't like to pick up strangers when it's dark like this unless... Why, you're only a kid. Okay, hop in.
Gee, thanks.
Now, what are you doing outside of Des Moines at 5 in the morning?
Oh, just hitchhiking around.
Got the itchy foot, huh?
Guess so.
I had it, too, before I got married. My name's Carl Andrews.
I'm Freddie Bell.
I'm glad to know you, Freddie.
This sure is a beautiful car.
Yep, brand new, and it's got every gadget in the book. Custom made, too.
Is it your car?
Mine? Oh, no. What would I be doing owning a car like this? I work for a garage, just delivering the car to the guy who owns it. He's a bank president in Des Moines.
So it belongs to a big shot, huh?
That's right.
This is the kind of car I'm gonna drive.
Well, I wish you luck, kid. I hope you do someday.
I'm not talking about someday, pal. I mean now.
Huh?
I'm gonna start right in being a big shot now.
What are you talking about?
This.
Well, I'll be... Put that knife away, kid.
Pull over to the side of the road, pal. I'm taking over.
Have you gone crazy?
Stop the car and pull over to the side. Or do I have to carve you up?
You wouldn't dare use that knife. Not a kid like you.
Oh, wouldn't I, pal? Wouldn't I? I've been waiting for a chance like this.
You're bluffing, kid. There's a state police barracks down the highway and... No! No, kid, no!
You asked for it. Give me that wheel. Give me that.
You, Russ Wilson of the Des Moines Tribune, get the murder flash shortly after dawn. You hightail it to the scene, and when you get there, you find the usual crowd. Radio patrolmen, detectives, deputy coroner, just plain citizens, and Officer James Hodge of the Iowa State Bureau of Investigation. You take a long look at the body, then you manage to get Officer Hodge over to one side.
Any identification on the dead man yet, Hodge?
It's a garage mechanic named Carl Andrews.
Anything else?
What do you mean?
Any more information I can use for a story?
Look, Wilson, according to everything I read, newspaper reporters and private detectives are real bright guys. They always capture the criminal single-handed. Professional cops, just a dope, wouldn't know a clue if he saw one. So, why don't you get your own information,
Frankly, I wouldn't know how. I've never captured a criminal in my life.
Well, you probably think you could.
I know very well I couldn't. What's the matter, Hodge? Got a big hate on reporters? One of us spell your name wrong or something?
All right. So I got out of bed on the wrong side this morning. What do you want to know?
Just the regular stuff. The motive for this murder, for instance. Robbery, I suppose.
You suppose wrong. Andrews had $50 on him. Killer didn't even touch it.
That's funny. The killer wasn't interested in money. What did he want?
You figure that out, reporter. Let me know.
How about revenge? Maybe Andrews was riding with someone he knew, a personal enemy.
Unlikely. Check with the people in Andrews' garage. They said he didn't have an enemy in the world.
And you haven't got an awful lot to go on, have you?
Enough to catch the killer.
What?
Fingerprints.
Fingerprints? Well, I thought
Yeah, I know. Just like in detective stories. Only sometimes killers really do leave fingerprints. This one did. He was smart enough to wipe them off the steering wheel, but in his hurry to make a getaway, forgot to wipe them off the door handle. We'll probably know who he is within a few hours.
City desk, Russ Wilson. I'm calling from headquarters. Those fingerprints belong to a kid named Freddie Bell. He served a term in jail out west for armed robbery. Police expect to pick him up any hour now.
But the police don't pick him up. A day passes. 2, 3. The manhunt hits high gear. Goes out of the state, nationwide. You follow it close. Write story after story. The Tribune is flooded with tips. You track them down, find them worthless. And then, days later, when the authorities are just about ready to concede a clean getaway, you get a phone call.
Hello?
Is this Russ Wilson?
Yeah?
I've been reading those stories you wrote on the Carl Andrews murder case, and I got a tip on the killer.
Who's this?
Never mind. You want that tip on the killer, or don't you?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Meet me at the Hobo's Jungle near the freight yards, midnight tonight.
The Hobo's Jungle?
That's right. And Wilson,
Yeah?
just a word of warning. Don't talk to the cops, and come along.
We'll be back in just a moment with tonight's big story. But first, a word from Cy Harris.
Ladies and gentlemen, have you noticed how many of your friends have changed to pell-mell?
Four notes that are alike, and one that is outstanding. And of America's leading cigarettes, one is outstanding.